is Johnny from CaptureWellbeing.com, and today I'd like to talk about letting go of judgment. You know, so many times we have the need to blame other people, circumstances, ourselves, or whatever random events just to find a culprit, you know, that we need something that we can point our finger to. You know, if something doesn't go the way we want it to go, or if the result that we are experiencing as part of some action we did doesn't feel good, we want to blame. But I'm here to tell you that there's no need to blame. It is a false idea that we need to blame anyone or anything for the result. You know, the result just is what it is. And it means that everything that we do and every action in the world, everything has a consequence. You know, and we can examine those consequences and see, is it beneficial or is it not, you know. But there's no need to add any layer of psychological pain by blame. Because if we blame, you know what blame creates? It creates shame, you know, a very negative, heavy emotion. You know, you blame yourself for locking yourself out of your house, for example. Like, oh, how stupid was that of me to do that, you know. You know, the reality is, you can also look at it in another way. You know, you can be compassionate towards yourself. Like, oh, I locked myself out of my home. You know, I must have been really tired or really, you know, worried or stressed or whatever, and like see what the context is that happened, you know. Because I can assure you, you know, you didn't leave your keys in your house on purpose. That is very unlikely, you know. So there's no need to judge, you know. We all create different kinds of consequences in our lives. And it's important to always remember to look at those consequences with eyes of compassion, you know. To have that compassion towards ourselves, because, you know, many times it's easy to be compassionate towards others and see like, oh, well, they did this because, you know, they were tired or they were, you know, in a bad mood, and oh, I can feel compassionate for them. But then when it comes to ourselves, we can be very judgmental. We can be very, you know, critical of ourselves, you know. And we need to be on our own side, you know. If we want to have our own well-being in our own hands, we need to be on our own side. We need to have the compassion to look at ourselves with the eyes that, you know, of acceptance, of, you know, also gratitude, to look at the things that we do with the eyes of gratitude, that we get to learn so many things out of all the things we do in our life, you know, even the things that we don't like, and even the things that don't go according to our expectations. It's a great, you know, learning experience, you know, and it's very important in this time and age to have compassion. It's so important because without compassion, you know, life becomes very, very heavy, you know, like, so judgmental, and so, you know, it creates a very vicious cycle of self-blame, self-doubt, fearfulness even, you know. All those can be like a byproduct of this blame, this need to blame. So with this message, I want to encourage you to look at yourself with eyes of compassion, you know. And it doesn't mean you need to love every situation you put yourself into, or every result that you see as a consequence of your actions. But it means also not to dwell in a state of anger and negativity and blame, because that's also not helpful. It won't help you one bit to get angry at yourself or to judge yourself. It won't help. Trust me on that. And yeah, with this message, I wish you a lovely week, and I will see you in another video. Take care.